welcome back to another video. I am doing, as you can tell by the title, anticipated releases. I have 3 on me. One I might buy off Amazon. Depending on how I read one of the books, it's confusing, but I'll explain it in a minute. But as you can see, I'm in a book club, and I have been watching old the Merrill Twins videos, but they're just so easy to watch, and I'm just like, nothing is going in that brain, and I don't like that. I want, I don't know what you call it, entertainment, escapism, proper real words. I have 3 on me, as I said. I might buy a novel love story if I need more for this video, and also I'll explain why. So I have Homebound, which is on my Kindle. I applied for the Archivist and I almost cried when I didn't get it. I text Bex being like, excuse her, Meredith Trap / Love Notes PR, which I got perfectly candid of, and I love them for arcs because they actually read your things. Cried because this dream book right here, it's single dad, it's forced romance, but she's a bull writer. He is looking for good influence, a good female influence for his daughter. Goes to his childhood crush. I'm so excited, and I don't know whether to read this one first or the next book I'm going to show you. But yeah, this came out yesterday, and I was gonna start it last night, and I didn't want to. It's annoying. I need to get out of this book club and into this world. Thank you very much. Next, I have Annie Hazelwood's Not in Love. This has been out for a few weeks at this point, and I had it pre-ordered. It's only a £5. Anyways, I did have it pre-ordered, but Ali Hazelwood, she is my read and audiobook author, so I've just been waiting to read this, and I want to read it because I loved all the other books, and everybody's favourite book was Love Theoretically, and that wasn't my favourite. So I want to read this because a load of people that loved, well, it's mostly Heather McLary, I think her name is. I love her. Me and her, exact. And then when I say exact, I mean exact same book taste. So, and she loves this book. So I'm like, I better love this book, because currently Love on the Brain is my favourite one. It's my favourite one. And then my last one, I have been waiting for this book for not 1, but 2, 3 years. I have been waiting for this book 3 years. This is my autobiography author, and this author got me into reading. And she hasn't published a book since early 2022. So it is 2 years, but it feels way longer. This is the author of Red, White and Royal Blue, which I have reread 3 times. One Last Stop. Oh, and I bought the special edition, One Last Stop, which you just saw me buy the special edition for. And I Kissed Sarah Wheeler. I Kissed Sarah Wheeler wasn't my favourite. Don't know why. I loved the plot, I loved the premise, I was enjoying it. But it was really hard to get into. But I love One Last Stop, 5 stars. Red, White and Royal Blue, 5 stars. I'm so excited for this. It's about, I don't actually know what the premise is. I think it's second chance they go on a food tour together. I'll show you. So they go to different locations obviously every time, and they have prompts through the house. I don't know. This one, so Casey McCusker, is also a audiobook while reading book. I'm gonna try and read it without the audiobook. If I need the audiobook, then I will read a novel love story. I've picked Homebound. I was in my dad's without my Kindle, so I was reading on my phone, so you didn't get to see me read on my phone. But I got to page 80 and I'm gonna read it some more while I blow dry my hair and straighten it. So last night at around 11:30 I finished Homebound, and this book, I'm not giving it a 5 stars, but I'm considering bumping it from a 4 to a 3.75 because it ended so quickly. There was like tension, obviously. There's no like third act breakup, which I kind of missed. I don't want a breakup, but I want conflict, and there wasn't really a conflict. It was just happy-go-lucky, and then it just ends, and I'm like... So I didn't like the ending. I loved the story, I loved Vienna, I loved Dakota, and I loved Wyatt. I hated Boone. You sucked. I think my synopsis of this is wrong, because I got it from her Instagram, because I followed her since, but it was more like, not, he needs to find a positive female role model for his daughter. It was more, I'm trying to make her fall in love with me, which wasn't what I was expecting. Anna is so adorable. Also, there's an author's note, and I was like, I changed the daughter's name, so ignore that. And I was like, I'm very happy I didn't read Icebound, because if I read Icebound, I would have cried. But yeah, I put it on the screen, but I'm gonna read it because I still don't know. And now I'm gonna start Not in Love. Okay, my background looks a little different because I now have shelves. There will be a video soon. I need Bex to come to my house to do it, and my books from my granddad's house. But as you saw, I finished Not in Love, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts and feelings and opinions. So I finished it yesterday on a road trip to Limerick. I put the short of it on YouTube, but it is also on my TikTok, which is better quality there because the shorts is weird formatting. I finished Not in Love, and I had the audiobook for Not in Love. So this book, it did take me a while to get into. I'm still in a book slump, and I hate it. But when I got like into like the first, I don't know, 50 pages, then I flew through it and I was tabbing it and all that. I had the audiobook. I liked it because it was duet. It's not dual audiobook, it's duet audiobook, so whatever, if it's in his chapter, whatever she says, it's said. A little thing which I didn't realise is her chapters are spoken in first person or read in first person, but then his chapters I read in third person. So it was like he went down the stairs, and then in her chapter I went down the stairs. So it's very like strange. But I didn't notice until I was like halfway through and I was like actually properly reading it with the audiobook, and I was like, whoa, that says he. And that says I. Yeah. So I finished this. I gave it a 3 stars. I think I was expecting a bit more from it. Again, I praised Ali for her twists. It kind of flopped again, which I'm very sad about. But I also like, I didn't guess it. There was no like tension to be like something's gonna happen, which a lot of people obviously don't like third act conflicts, but like I feel like you kind of need it. But it was fairly mellow. There's a girl in here that's Ginger, and she goes, you break the common misconception that Gingers look horrible in pink. And I was like, we all look great in pink, thank you very much. So, well done. So this book, I can't remember if I did this with Homebound, but this book follows Rue and Eli. Rue is a scientist working on food provisions and stuff like that, like how to make them last longer. And then he's a financial dude. I don't know what they're called because it never really like explained in a way that I understood. But he is basically, he's a part of a firm, and with that firm they buy loans and then they help you buy back loans or something like that. I actually couldn't tell you, but Rue thinks he's trying to steal her like whole entire department and her whole entire like office. Basically have like troublesome families. They have amazing and funny friends, mainly just funny friends. And yeah, there's one dude, this is just a little pet peeve I have, but it's with the audiobook, not the actual book. So basically there's one dude and he's Irish, but he will start talking in a normal accent and then it'll change to Irish like accent, almost like the narrator didn't realize that they were Irish until it came to the end of the sentence, and they were like, oh yeah, he's Irish, but then did it again for the next sentence, which annoyed me and made my brain very unhappy. He has a gigantic dog named Tiny, and I love when people name gigantic dogs Tiny because I think it's cute. He lives with his sister, or his sister lives with him. And yeah, but yeah, I rated it 3. It's still not my favorite Ali book. My favorite is Still Not in Love. So like in love with that book, and it's, I don't know what was about it. I think it was also the twist that I was like, but yeah, I gave it 3 stars. It was not a bad book. It wasn't groundbreaking. 3 is still a good rating. 2 is like where I'm like, that wasn't a good book. That is the tabs on the book. Stop focusing on my face, thank you. I finished this and then I started the pairing. When I say I started the pairing, I mean I got in 2 pages. It's on my pillow right there. I will continue reading it obviously. The book is already confusing me because I think it's like the same story played from 2 point of views after each other. It's confusing me, so I need to like get into the book to figure it out. And I waited so long for that book, it better not flop completely. Oh yeah, I'm gonna read some more of the pairing, try to get a gist of it and then break it down the gist, or the next time you'll like hear me talking is when I finish the book. But yeah, I love. I'm very excited to get my other bookshelf up because I'm gonna have a whole Ali shelf. But yeah, I'm gonna now read the pairing. I got my hair done again. Forgot to mention that. But I have a lot to do today. I start school tomorrow, but it's my induction day. I start on Monday, and I need to clean my room, so I'm gonna start with the audiobook. For the pairing, I might swap over because I'm doing it on Spotify. But yeah. Okay, so last night I finally finished The Pairing. This book honestly took me like 3 weeks to read. I started this video on, I'm gonna say the 13th of August. It is now the 16th. No, the 15th of September. To be fair, I did have my first 2 weeks of school and stuff like that, but oh, this took me long to read. Gonna get straight into it. I gave this book 3. I would give this book 2, but I have a very special place in my heart for Casey Miss Question, and you can tell that they put a lot of themselves into Theo, the main character. I didn't really love Kit. I hated that third act breakup. I was actually like 5 chapters left, and I was like, I'm gonna DNF this thing sucks. But I powered through. Good thing I had the audiobook, because otherwise I wouldn't have to keep going. If you're wondering why I'm in a different spot, it's because I'm hiding the bookshelves that you will see in, fingers crossed, next week's video. It shouldn't take me too long to do. And also, let me know if you want a like the library tour in that video or as a separate video, because I don't think it's going to be that long of a video. But do you want 2 long videos or 2 short videos or 1 medium length video? But yeah, finished The Pairing, gave it 2 stars. I loved Theo, I really did. I loved them. Kit wasn't my favorite. It just like wasn't hitting at all, and I don't know if it's because I haven't read this type of book since the last one, or the characters, or the setting, or whatever it was, because I loved Red, White and Royal Blue. I loved One Last Stop, and then I kind of was like, oh, I guess Sarah Wheeler's okay, and this one has gone down even more. Like, you can tell I didn't like it by the amount of tabs I have, and most of them are funny, but like side characters being funny, not them being funny. Those last 3 are meant to be orange and pink. You see them? No, you can't. Anyways, but yeah, this took me about 3 weeks to finish, and I had the audiobook. That shows you how much this book I struggled with. But yeah, finished The Pairing. It's basically 2 best friends. It's like second chance. They started dating when they were middle of high school until end of college, I think, and now it's 4 years later, and they both go on a trip that they had planned for each other when they were still dating, so they both go on it. And I loved the side characters. Yeah, now I'm gonna read Wild Eyes, and this video is over because 2 new anticipated releases have come out in the time that I was filming this video. That's how long it took. It took me a month and a few days. So this video will end here. Thank you guys so much for watching. It took me so long, and stay tuned for next week's, maybe the next week's video for my shows. And yeah, I will see you whenever.